Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. My name is Daria, and in today's practice, we will be doing a sweaty summer sun salutation flow. So a little bit less cueing in this practice and a little bit more flowing, sweating, moving. All you'll need today is yourself and a space to move, and when you're ready, let's begin. We'll get started today in forward fold. So come to the top of your mat. Send your feet hips distance apart, spread them wide, and then relax your torso forward over your thighs. Let everything drape right away and melt into the earth. So the soles of your feet expand down into the ground. The back of your neck is soft, crown of your head reaching forward toward the earth. And you can keep a micro bend or a larger bend in your knees to really allow your whole spine to decompress and just drop. And begin to deepen your breath, filling up with air all the way to the top of your lungs. And exhaling, maybe with an open mouth at first, to release, to let go of anything that already happened so far in your day. Let go of the stale breath. And then breathe in with new, bright energy. And then when you're ready, you can turn on your Ujjayi breath, and this will help us to really build heat in the body as we flow through this fiery, sunny summer practice. Breathing in and out through the nose with the quality of oceanic sound, like you're trying to fog up a mirror with your breath. And each time you exhale, see if you can let go even more into this forward surrender. Noticing any places where there might still be stickiness or holding or resistance to the drop, and sending love with the breath to those spots. And take one more full round right here, breathing as if it's the first breath of your whole day. Inhale. Exhale and get meltier all over like your body's made of honey. Drip into the earth. Ground your fingertips down to the earth in front of you. And draw your feet together to touch, heel toe them so that your big toe mounds meet and leave just a little sliver of space between your heels. And then rooting from your sitting bones all the way down into your heels, draw your belly button to your spine and roll super slowly all the way up to stand, one vertebra at a time, until finally your head is the very last thing to rise. And then at the top, feel into the rooting of your feet. Lift and spread all 10 of your toes, and then reground, pressing down firmly into your big toes and your pinky toes, trying to elevate the 3 middle toes. So toning the arches of the feet, charging through the legs. Inhale, Tadasana. Sweep your arms out and up overhead. Soften your shoulders down away from your ears and hug your lowest set of ribs together and down. Exhale, forward fold. Send your butt back and your heart forward. Reach inner thighs back as you cascade forward all the way down until your fingertips meet the earth. Inhale for halfway lift. Shift weight into your toes and grow really long from the core of your pelvis out through the crown of your head. Exhale, chaturanga. Plant your palms. Step back to a high plank and take any flow that you like. You can always lower down to your knees or shift forward slightly so shoulders move in front of your wrists. And lower, chaturanga, grazing your ribcage with your elbows. Untuck your toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press away from the earth. Hover your thighs and expand the front line of your body. Exhale, hug your front body to your back body. Press down and forward through your palms and glide back, downward facing dog. This is our Sun A, Surya Namaskar A. And so we'll flow 2 more times through this sequence, connecting breath and movement together. So threading everything like a dance. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale for halfway lift, grow. Exhale, fold into yourself, crash like a wave into the beach. Inhale, Tadasana, sweep arms out and up, fingertips float. Maybe your gaze lifts up towards your fingertips. And then exhale, forward fold, swan dive down. Inhale for halfway lift to grow. Exhale, Chaturanga, palms plant, step or float back to high plank, lower down, halfway, untuck toes. Inhale, upward facing dog, press away. Exhale, downward facing dog. One more like this. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel to the top. Halfway lift to grow your spine. Exhale and melt. Inhale, Tadasana. Sweep out, sweep up. Exhale, dive down, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog as you inhale, new breath. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Inhale, look forward to the space between your palms and exhale as you step your way up. Inhale and begin to sink weight back into your heels. Keep your fingertips grazing the earth. And then hug your pubic bone up towards your sternum. Draw your ribs together and ripple your fingertips all the way up overhead for chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink more weight back into your heels so that your toes can float up away from the mat. Nice and floaty. Soften your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Hug your inner thighs together and sink just a little bit lower. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, grow. Exhale, Chaturanga, palms plant. In your version, maybe knees, maybe cobra, or inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to reach high with your right leg. Exhale, low lunge, hug your front body to your back body and step your right foot super slowly down next to your right thumb. And then spin your left toes out at a 45-degree angle, lower your left heel to the earth, hug your inner thighs together, root down through your feet and rise to stand for warrior one. Reach your arms up overhead and then sink. Find a spot where you can feel even more into the rooting in your feet, into the melting into your front leg, and into the softening of your shoulder blades down away from your ears. Grow the sides of your neck longer. Take one more inhale breath. And then exhale to reground your palms to the earth. Step back to high plank. Maybe take Ekapada Chaturanga. Hover your right foot away from the earth. And lower down, halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to reach your left leg high, lifting up from the inner thigh, spinning your left pinky toward the earth. And then exhale, glide through. Intentionally step your left foot down to low lunge. Align your feet for warrior one. So right toes spin out, right heel lowers to the earth. And then inhale, undulate up through your heart, through your eyes and your fingertips. Warrior one, check if both of your hip bones are pointing forward. You can even take your hands down to your pelvic girdle for a second to make sure that they're square, in line, pointing straight forward. And then sink into it. Find where you can actively settle. So it's not about getting lazy into it, but staying really charged and then digging more deeply into that sensation. Exhale, palms come back to meet the earth. Glide your left foot back, maybe to high plank or to hover, and then flow Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. And again, this is Sun B, Surya Namaskar B for today's practice. So we'll flow 2 more times, linking breath and movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or float, top of your mat. Fold. Inhale, halfway lift to grow. Exhale, fold back into yourself. Inhale, sink weight into your heels and ripple up fingertips, heart, eyes. And exhale, fold forward. Halfway lift, grow. Exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale, squeeze your belly button to your spine as you lift your hips up and back. Inhale, right leg goes high. Exhale, one movement into the next step through to low lunge, and then spin your left toes out. Lower your left heel. Inhale to rise for warrior one. Fingers sweep up overhead. Maybe take your gaze up if that feels good. Exhale, reground your palms. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, glide through low lunge right away. Ground through the knife edge of your right foot as your right toes spin out at 45. Arms ripple up, fingertips grow. And then exhale, chaturanga. Really claw through all 10 of your fingertips. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. One more flow, sun bee. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, travel. Halfway lift, grow. And exhale, fold. Inhale, chair, sink weight back into your heels. Reach up through everything. Really grow through fingertips. And then exhale to fold forward. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale and chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right away, inhale, sweep your right toes up into the sky. Exhale, low lunge, glide through, spin out your left toes and rise to stand, rooting down, hug your inner thighs together. Core is connected as fingertips rise for warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your left leg high. Exhale, low lunge, glide through, right toes spin out, right knife edge grounds. Squeeze the midline and rise to stand for warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a couple of breaths. Right here, if you need a clearing breath to let go of some heat, that's totally fine. I know I'm definitely feeling the heat. So if you like, inhale, and then sigh through an open mouth to let go. Good. Inhale, reach your right leg high. Exhale, step through to low lunge. Right foot melts into the earth. Inhale, rise to stand for high lunge. Squeeze your inner thighs together and reach up through your fingertips. Both hips point forward. And then melt just a little bit, again, into that activation, into where you feel the sensation that is communicating the loudest. Exhale, warrior two. Open up and expand toward the long edge of your mat. Ground down through the outer edge of your left foot. Really feel into all the points of connection between the soles of your feet and the earth. Root there and then traction, magnetize left foot and right foot toward each other. Inhale, reverse warrior. Reach up through your right fingertips as you reach back with your left. Lifting up and back is the action. And then exhale for triangle. Reach forward through your right fingertips, back with your left outer hip, and then grow left fingertips up toward the sky and maybe all the way forward. Extend the left side of your body as you contract the right side. Keep a press down through the big toe mounds of both of your feet as you reach 1 inch more forward through your left fingertips. And then exhale, spin back to face the top of your mat. Plant your palms. Chaturanga, flow. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, glide through low lunge. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Squeeze everything to the midline. Fingertips float up overhead. And then sink into what you're experiencing. Feel really firmly into the rooting of both of your big toe mounds. Exhale, open up to warrior two. Let this feel really good. Let this feel expansive, like you're broadening your wingspan in two directions. And then inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your left knee. Commit to it. Keep both sitting bones, both hips melting down evenly as you reach up through left fingertips. And then exhale to reach forward through your left fingertips. Hug your inner thighs together. Bring your left leg more towards straight. Reach a little back with your right hip and then reach forward with your right fingertips. So feel into the line of expansion all the way from the outer edge of your right foot through the edges of your right fingertips, and then extend beyond the boundaries of your physical body. And exhale, re-ground your palms and step back to high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. 2 more rounds. This is what we'll call today sun salutation C. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, glide through, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge, root down to rise up, fingertips. Exhale, open up, expand, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse warrior, right fingertips go up and back further than you think you can. And then exhale, squeeze the midline with your thighs, your inner thighs pull together, and left fingertips reach all the way forward, extending out from the crown of your head. Exhale, revolve back to low lunge at the top of your mat, plant your palms, and flow, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes high. Exhale, low lunge, squeeze your core as you step through. Inhale to rise, high lunge. Exhale, open it up, warrior 2, extend. Inhale, reverse warrior, and exhale, triangle. Shift forward with your torso and back with your outer right hip. Reach forward through right fingertips, and then revolve back to the top. Flow, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. One more time through this sequence, and then we will begin to cool it down. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Check in with your ribs if they're flaring. Hug them together, and exhale. Open it up, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, triangle. And then reground your palms to the top of your mat. Glide back, chaturanga. Deep breaths. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, as you reach your left leg high, make sure you breathe into capacity. Fill up all the way to the top of your lungs, and exhale. Step through low lunge. Inhale, high lunge. Press down through your big toe mounts. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up, expand. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, shift forward through left fingertips, back with right outer hip. And reach all the way forward beyond the boundaries of your right fingertips. Let this length carry you back to low lunge, and we float. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. Take a sigh or any little sound that feels good, that allows you to find some release. And then sink your knees down to the earth. Sit your hips back on your heels. Bring your palms to face up on your thighs. And just steep. Just feel you can close your eyes. Try to be as still as you can, as quickly as you can. Notice your heart beating in your chest. Notice any subtle or loud communications from body or mind. And blink your eyes open, and then shift to sit down on your butt and roll all the way down to lie on your back. So ground the big toes forward, and then reach forward through your fingertips and super slowly roll all the way down to lie on your back. Engage in your core all the way down. And when you get there, go ahead and cross your right ankle over your left thigh, and then thread your arms through so you can connect behind your left hamstring or whatever's accessible to you. And for supine figure 4, maybe you even thread the hands all the way through to reach for the top of the left shin. And breathe fully and deeply, sweetly into the outer right hip. If you like, you can close your eyes to go a little more internally, really to feel. And then switch your sides so the sole of the right foot can ground and the left foot flexes over the top of the right thigh. And then reach through to grab again for whatever is accessible to you, wherever you feel the sensation that is interesting. And it's not always that deepest sensation, especially not right away. So allow yourself to soften into the initial sensation. Notice that with the intention and direction of your breath, perhaps the sensation you're experiencing changes, gets blurrier or softer or more like feathery, like clouds. Melt the back of your head and the back of your heart into the earth and take one more breath here. And then draw both of your knees into your chest. And you're welcome to take any final movements that you're craving today. If you'd like to take happy baby or a twist. And when you're ready, draw everything into a nice tight ball. A big hug, wrapping forearms around shins. Squeeze every muscle in your body. Really build a little bit of final heat. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Activate, charge. And then as you exhale, drop and let everything totally surrender. All the muscles relax as quickly and as effortlessly as possible. And imagine, if you're not, that you're lying under a really bright, warm sun. And that the longer you stay, the more liquid your whole system becomes, melting. Again, like you're made of honey or something that gets meltier, drippier in the sun. Notice if any spots are still holding on, sticking, or clinging to engagement. And allow yourself to find more surrender, more softness, more melt. You are welcome to stay here as long as you have time. If you're ready to be guided out, begin to bring more depth to your breath. And reanimate your system. Beginning by tuning in just to the momentum that's already moving through your body. And then allow this momentum to bring flickers back to your fingertips and your toes. You can touch each finger pad with your thumb. And when you're ready, reach back through your fingertips. Arms go back over your head and reach forward through your toes. Exhale just to drop one more time. Let everything go again into the earth. And then bend at your knees. Roll onto one side or the other for fetal pose, for breath to sink into the earth and to drop one more time. Root into your palms and press your way up to a spacious seat, rooting through your sitting bones, and then ripple up through your whole spine. And so everything feels more spacious. Your heart is open, collarbones spreading away from each other. Draw your palms to meet at your heart. And breathe into all of the heat, all of the momentum and energy stirred in your body. And exhale to let something go, to release like water off your back, whatever you don't need to be carrying anymore with you into the rest of your day. And draw your thumbs up to your third eye. and bow gently forward. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I am definitely pretty sweaty, so I hope that you are too. I hope that felt good. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a like down below. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel because that really supports me. I hope you have an awesome rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.